Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Hope you all are having an amazing Wednesday. Thank you all so much for joining me right here on Liam's Weather. It is currently 9:15, actually 9:16 p.m. on Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. I am your meteorologist, Liam Kenny, and I'm here to bring you all up to date on the latest severe weather outlook that we are currently seeing. In case you all are following the National Weather Service's severe thunderstorm and also tornado page, your phones have probably been blowing up just as much as mine has over the last several hours with all of the warnings that has been going on. So let's get right into the bottom of this. I briefly want to show you all where we're seeing the most severe weather happening. We have a big area of low pressure right here over the Midwest. We do have a cold front on the back of this, indicated by these triangles, and then also on the upper northern side we have a warm front along with an area of high pressure that is stationary across the eastern coast. And as that is being rotated counterclockwise, it's driving all moisture and wind shear up from the northern Gulf of Mexico that has been helping to fuel all the storms that we have been seeing throughout the last several hours. And that's why we're seeing that slight to enhanced risk of severe weather anywhere in this general area. So we're talking about portions of Iowa, especially portions in northeastern Iowa, and then also getting into southern Wisconsin. So let's go ahead and jump right over to the radar and show you all what is currently going on the radar. As you can see, we're not really seeing too much going on as of right now. We did see a lot more action. We're still seeing a pretty good line that is causing all of the severe weather and thunderstorms as we speak. I'll zoom out and just give you all a bigger picture to show you all where this is at. We do have we also do have a couple of thunderstorms firing up across portions of the Southwest, but most of our action here is going to be across the Midwest. So we're talking about northeastern Iowa, and also southwestern Wisconsin. So as you can see, we currently have 3 active severe thunderstorm warnings and 2 active tornado warnings. So let's jump right into our most dangerous ones, and those are going to be our tornado warnings. So you can see this one is also associated with that severe thunderstorm warning. Anywhere in that purple, we also have the chance of seeing some hail. And then we can also relate that back to our hydrometer classification. As you can see, anywhere in our spectrum, in that light to dark gray, we have the possibility of seeing hail. We're not really seeing too much confirmed hail at this moment, but that's not really our worry with this particular system. It's going to be the tornado. So as we go ahead and take a look at our velocity radar, I'm not really seeing too many signs of rotation. Let's try and go ahead and switch over to a different radar. So we are seeing a couple of different areas of rotation, maybe a little bit right in there, and then also right where the green is closest to the red. That's where we might have some rotation being shown up on the radar as we speak. I definitely think it was a lot stronger within the last 10 to 15 minutes, and it has weakened, so that is definitely a good sign. However, it could pick up. I've seen that a lot, especially with these particular systems. Let's try and go ahead and see how this is played out over the last several minutes. Try and get the best radar scan possible. Let's see if it'll work. So I don't think we're going to get the best radar scan right here. However, I'm also starting to see a brand new area of rotation forming in this general area right there. It doesn't, the reds and the greens don't have to necessarily be close enough to each other to issue, or to, I guess you could say, signify a rotating supercell. It could also be anywhere where the negative winds are touching the positive winds, and you can kind of see that right here. We have negative 65 touching negative 27. So even though it's not an area of rotation, we're still seeing some very strong winds. As you can see right here, we're seeing winds gusting over 65 miles an hour. So we're now talking about tropical storm winds being indicated with this rotating supercell. And as you go ahead and look at our reflectivity, just a huge area of very heavy rain, probably a good squall line is heading right towards this area. So if you are in that severe thunderstorm warning, not included in that tornado warning, even though you're not in that tornado warning, you still need to be treating this as if it was a tornado warning. Lowest level of a sturdy building. Try and put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. And then as far as the tornado warning goes, this does expire in 24 minutes. This could be producing a tornado. It's located over Baxter, or 14 miles north of Newton, moving east at 20 miles an hour. And this tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of southwestern Marshall County, including the following locations, which are Haverhill, Rhodes, Melbourne, and also Laurel. So if you are in this warning, get to the lowest level of a sturdy building. Try and put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. Usually a side closet or a bathroom is going to be your best bet. And then as we head more towards our east, we do have 2 more tornado warnings and 1 severe thunderstorm warning. And we'll go ahead and take a look at our velocity radar. You can see there's definitely an area of rotation right here. You can clearly see winds rotating in this direction on one side and then back on that direction on the other side. So right where that green is closest to the red, that's where we're seeing a possible area of rotation. Once again, right where that green is closest to the red, that is exactly where that rotation currently is. Let's go ahead and take a look at our CC. At this moment, I'm not really seeing any type of debris ball that would be indicating a tornado rotating on the ground, which is definitely a good sign. You can kind of see a little bit of a hook right here. It's not really where that rotation is, but you can kind of see a hook trying to form. So that's definitely a dangerous case scenario. We'll try and go ahead and see if I can get the rotation on one side and the reflectivity on one side. So let's go ahead and play this back out to see how this has progressed over the last several minutes. So we can see whether or not the rotation is getting stronger or less. So you can definitely see wherever it was the brightest, especially right there, it was very, very strong. Thankfully, though, it has weakened. This one was definitely very, very strong. This one was definitely strong, too. But thankfully, we are starting to see both of these areas of rotation die down quite a bit, which is definitely what we want to see. However, it is still a possible area of rotation. So once again, if you are in this warning, get to the lowest level of a sturdy building. Try and put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. Here is the latest details on this tornado warning. This one says at 8:18 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over near Shellsburg or near Vinton, moving east at 20 miles an hour. So this is not a confirmed tornado at this point. However, as you just saw on the playback, it had very strong rotation. It was probably a rotating tornado on the ground. So this system probably has a history of tornadic action. So with that being said, let that be a warning to you of what is possible with this particular supercell. Also, the location of Paolo is also associated with this tornadic thunderstorm. Please move to a basement or an interior room of a very sturdy building. Please avoid windows, and if you are outdoors in a mobile home or even in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from any type of falling debris. And then as far as this severe thunderstorm warning goes, this expires in 36 minutes. And this does include northeastern Benton County and east central Iowa, and also North Lynn County in east central Iowa, and it says at 8:14 p.m. Central Time, several severe thunderstorms were located along a very long line extending from near Urban to near Newhall, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Definitely be on the lookout for wind gusts over 60 miles an hour, and expect damage to roofs, sidings, and also trees. And as we get to 8:20 p.m., this severe thunderstorm will be located over Center Point. So we are getting brand new radar scans within, I guess you could say within the minutes. So once again, we'll go ahead and see how this rotation has played out. You can see that there was one area of rotation that has now moved northeast, and we're now seeing a brand new area form. There was the first area, and then here comes the second area, maybe even a third area trying to form there, but it didn't really form that well. Thankfully, right now, as you can see, we're not really seeing any type of hook form, and that's exactly what we look for when it comes to tornadic supercells. So as long as we don't see a hook, that is definitely a good sign. However, you can definitely see some rotation in that. Let me switch back to the radar, and let me turn off the warning just so that way you can get a better look at the rotation. So once again, right where that green is closest to the red, that is, whoopsies. As I was saying, anywhere where the green is closest to the red, that is exactly where we're seeing that rotation. Going back to look at the CC, still no signs of debris as of right now. However, that could change. So once again, if you were in this warning, get to the lowest level of a sturdy building, put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. And for those of you who don't know, I just joined the United States Weather Team on Twitter, and I'm now their severe and tropical weather analyst. So if you are a part of that team or a contributor or a geek, I will be posting a lot of stuff on there, including all my live updates on severe and tropical coverage. So going back now to our more western warning, let's go ahead and take a look at the velocity on that, see if we're seeing any signs of rotation. Try and see if I can get a good read on this. Okay, so there is a little bit of rotation showing up. It is not tight at all. It's going to be somewhere in this general area, maybe a little bit right in there where that little green area is closest to the red. However, that's not the biggest issue with this particular system. Look where the brightest colors are. That is going to be winds near 60 miles an hour. So we're looking at high-grade tropical storm force winds. Even though it's a tornado warning, we're not really seeing that type of tornado characteristics. We're definitely seeing the winds associated with this particular supercell. So once again, the reason why this system is not extremely dangerous as far as tornadic activity goes, because we have a huge gap right here where the green is not close enough to the red, or vice versa. If the greens and the reds were closer together, that would indicate stronger and tighter rotation, but you can definitely see that at the moment we're not really seeing that right now, which is definitely a good sign. However, we are seeing some very, very, very heavy rain, as you can see, throughout this whole entire area. I mean, this is a massive supercell that everybody in the path of this needs to be highly aware of. Let's try and go over to Radar Omega and see if we're getting any good readings on that radar. I appreciate the 1 like we have in the stream. Helps out the channel a lot. And if you're brand new to the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so that way you get notified immediately either when I post a brand new video or I'm doing a live update right now. And also be sure to click that like button if you are enjoying the content. And last but not least, be sure to visit my website at www.liamsweather.org. So here's the reflectivity on that western warning. As you can see, just as radar scope showed, just a huge area of extremely heavy rain throughout the whole entire warned area. Once again, anywhere in that yellow box is where we have that severe thunderstorm warning. And going to take a look at the velocity radar, once again, there's really no signs of any rotation, so just some very, very, very strong winds. But I don't really see any signs of rotation except for this little general area right here. Right there. You might have some winds rotating back in this direction and back in the other direction, but as you can see, there's nothing really in the middle of that. So that is what is prohibiting this system from being any tornadic activity. Where was that other radar I just saw? Here we go. Here is that more eastern warning. There's not really too much rotation, maybe a little bit, right in there, but it really isn't that tight. Let me try and go ahead and see if I can, get a good reading on it, on radar scope. Come on. There we go. So we're now seeing a couple of different areas of rotation within the supercell. You've got one right there, and you've also got another one right in there. So two potential areas of rotation. Let's go ahead and look at the CC. Not really seeing anything. I'll quickly draw where we're seeing the rotation on the CC. It's gonna be right there. Oops, that's a bad drawing. Right in there, and right in there. And you can see there's no signs of any debris, so at this point, it is not a confirmed tornado yet. There's just two different areas of possible rotation at this point. As you can see, there's no hook echo anywhere in these supercells, so that's definitely a good sign. So once again, two little possible areas of rotation. You've got one right in there, and then you've got another one right in there. And if you at home that are watching, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns you would like to for me to answer, I'll be more than happy to do that. Just feel free to comment those down in the live chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Also, if you have any questions about anything else about my channel, whether or anything else in general, feel free to comment those down in the live chat, or just interact with the live chat. It makes live streaming on YouTube a lot more fun when I have my viewers interacting. So once again, here's another look at that most western tornado warning. There's really no signs of any rotation. I'm just really closely monitoring this area because we could have a little bit of rotation, but it really isn't that tight. You've got winds rotating a little bit in this direction, and then you've also got winds rotating a little bit back in that direction where the green is close enough to the red. So as you can see, really in that gap right here, that is exactly where we would need the winds to be stronger. And as you can see, we're only seeing winds of around 10 to 15 miles an hour in that general range. So that is indicating no rotation at all. I do want to bring up the National Weather Service's tornado page on Twitter. This is where I get all of my alerts that I'm bringing to you guys. Here is the National Weather Service's tornado page. Anytime there's ever a tornado warning or a tornado watch issued, they will immediately post it right here. Here was the latest one from 49 seconds ago. This does include Center Point, Iowa, Urbana, Iowa, until 9 p.m. Central Time. Once again, this is radar indicated. We have about 5,019 people living in this area, about 4 different schools, and thankfully no hospitals or any medical centers. Here is the severe thunderstorm warning that was issued 6 minutes ago. This does go to 9 p.m. Central Time, so about just less than a half an hour. We're seeing wind gusts potentially up to 60 miles an hour, penny-sized hail is possible, and look at that. Right where it says there, a tornado is also possible. There's about 33,797 people in this warning in 17 different schools. So a very populated area in this warning as we speak. And we also do now have a brand new flash flood warning. I'm getting a lot of new tweets on my Twitter right now with all the warnings that we're getting. Appreciate the one viewer that we have. Appreciate you ever sticking with us tonight. Wait for my radar to load. Let's go ahead back now to that most western warning. See if the rotation's getting any more exciting on that side. You can see there is absolutely no signs of rotation, ladies and gentlemen, so I would not be worried at all. I mean, you're still seeing some pretty strong winds in a couple of different areas, but as far as tornadic activity goes, there is no signs of any of that. So if you're worried about a tornado in that general area, please do not. So we did just get a brand new tornado warning issued because of that area of rotation in that most eastern warning. Here's another look at the rotation. Ooh, look at that. So right here, that is exactly where we're seeing the rotation. Let me go ahead and take off the warning just so that way we can get a better look at it. So here is the two different areas of rotation. You've got one little one right there, and then you've also got another pretty impressive one back to the west. That is not in the warning, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and issue a warning. If you live in Cedar Point, Urbana, and also Shellisburg, even though you're not in this warning, definitely still be taking your precautions. Here's a good look at how this has progressed over the last several minutes. You can definitely see that the rotation that originally had put up the warning was definitely gotten not tighter. But look at this one. This little area right there has definitely progressed. So I would not be surprised if you go ahead and see a brand new tornado warning issued for this little area of rotation right in that general area. We did just get a brand new severe thunderstorm warning issued. This does include Grand County, Utah, San Juan County, Utah until 8 p.m. And speaking of Utah, let's actually go over there. Here is one of them that just got issued. Let's go ahead and take a good look and reading on this one. I think this is the one that they were just talking about. Not really sure which cell it's probably going to be. It might be this whole entire cluster right there, if anything. As you can see, there's no signs of any rotation, so no signs of any tornadoes at this point. We also do have another severe thunderstorm warning in southern Colorado because of this supercell. Whoopsies. Because of this supercell right there. As far as tornadic activity goes, there is absolutely no signs of any rotation, so do not be worried. Let's now go back to Iowa, where we're seeing our main event right now. It's been a very active day, and that will be the case all night long. Let's see here. So we might be seeing a little bit of a hook trying to form a little bit in that general area right there. It really isn't a hook, though. It's not. If it's trying to form a hook, it's not doing a very good job. The rotation is definitely dying down. As you can see, there's really no signs of any rotation at all in this particular warning. The only area of rotation that I'm seeing is really is really going to be right in that general area where the red is closest to the green. That's the only area of rotation that I'm seeing at this point. Going back to the warning back towards the west. No signs of any rotation at all. Here's a playback so you can just see how this has progressed over the last several minutes. It was a little bit of rotation right there, has progressed, and now it's just died down. So I would not be surprised if they go ahead and either expire this warning or cancel it, because there is absolutely no signs of any rotating supercells. We're still seeing some pretty heavy rain and also some pretty strong winds across this general area, but there's no signs of any tornadic activity. So if you are any at all worried about a tornado with this particular warning, do not be. Even though there is still a tornado warning up, there is no signs of any tornadoes or any signs of rotation at all. So definitely do not be worried at all. If you're going to be worried about something, be worried about some very heavy rain and also maybe some gusty winds. That is the only thing that you need to be worried about at this point. However, as we head back more towards our east-northeast, I should say, we do have two active tornado warnings right here. Another possible area of rotation trying to form right there where the green is closest to the red. This little area has me a little bit confused. I don't know exactly what it's doing. You can just see how this has played out over the last several minutes. It was trying to form into something that was a little bit stronger, and now it's died down. Maybe this little area is trying to form, but it is not tight at all. So this system has a mind of its own right now, honestly. That's all I have to say about it, because I really can't understand what it's trying to do. I don't know if it's trying to get tighter. I don't know if it's trying to get more broader. It's trying to do several different things right now, and I have absolutely no clue what it is doing. However, just know that there's not really any signs of tornadic activity as of this moment. However, if you are in this tornado warning, just still stay in your shelter for the next couple of minutes until we can get all this rotation out of here, and then you should be okay to go. Once again, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on a live stream or anything else like that. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I posted all the links down in the description. And also be sure to visit my website at www.liamsweather.org, and I have also listed that link in the description also. And also another thing that's brand new to my channel, I'm now giving out free customized channel stickers. If you head to my website at liamsweather.org, on the bottom of my homepage, I've made a little form that you can fill out, and as soon as I get 10 entries of that, I'm going to randomly select one of the entries, and you are going to win my customized channel sticker. And to know when I'll be announcing that, I'll be scheduling a live stream on my channel that will be just separated out for that. So if you are one of the ones that filled out that form, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that way you know exactly when that live update comes to know if you are a winner or not. I currently have about 6 to 7 entries. I'm waiting for another 2 to 3 of them until I do my my random draw. I will be randomly selecting one of you, and you are going to get that sticker. So once again, head to my website at liamsweather.org. Scroll down about halfway down on my homepage, and you'll be able to see a little button that you can click that says free customized channel sticker or something like that. And then as soon as you fill out that form, you will be entered in the contest. So that's something brand new to my channel that I have incorporated that I hope you all enjoy. So I'm going to zoom out and just give you all a broader picture. Once again, most of the action is happening within this particular supercell right here, going from Des Moines, Iowa, all the way up through Madison, Wisconsin, throughout Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, and also Waterloo. A huge supercell that has been pretty active within the last several different hours. I've gotten probably almost 100 alerts on my cell phone tonight, whether it be severe thunderstorm watches or warnings, or even tornado watches or warnings. I've gotten several different alerts, and thankfully now we are starting to see the threat of severe weather die down. And as you can see, they went ahead and canceled that tornado warning. So if you are just to the north of Des Moines and you were in that tornado warning, you can now come out of your tornado shelter. You are completely fine. You're still seeing a very strong thunderstorm overhead you, but there is no signs of any any tornadoes. However, as you head more eastward, just to the north of Cedar Rapids, unfortunately, that is not the case. We're still dealing with 2 active tornado warnings at this point. Starting to see the rotation looks like a little bit stronger now. The green on this side is not strong at all. However, the red and the pink is definitely getting a lot more tighter. And you can just see how strong that is, almost gusting around 65 miles an hour. So now we're just about 10 miles an hour shy of Category 1 first hurricane winds. So I hope that just, I hope that, I guess you could say, pinpoints out how the severity of the winds right now as we speak. We also maybe have another little area of rotation forming right there, but honestly, the threat for severe weather is definitely dying down. It was definitely way more active throughout the last 2 to 3 hours. We're still seeing a little bit of severe weather throughout this general area, but let me tell you, the threat is definitely dying down. However, it'll probably stay a little bit more active throughout the next maybe 1 to 2 hours, but as soon as we head towards around maybe 10, 11, maybe almost midnight, the threat for severe weather is almost going to be done. And speaking of the threat for severe weather, here is the SPC outlook for tomorrow. Thankfully, the threat of severe weather is definitely going to be a lot more common. We're only going to be in that slight to marginal risk throughout this general area, going all the way from northern Texas throughout Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin, and then maybe some parts of extreme western New York. But other than that, the threat for severe weather is definitely going to be a lot lower than it is today. See, we have the enhanced risk right here for today. And then as we head towards tomorrow, it's definitely going to be a lot lower, which is definitely what we want to see. Did just get a brand new, just a brand new message. Okay. Try and go ahead and see, is this the most western? No, that's the most northern one. So you can definitely see we're starting to see a little bit more rotation in this general area right here. Really right in there where the green is closest to the red. That's exactly where we're seeing a little bit of rotation firing up. And you can see that on radar scope right here, just to the west, just to the east of Cedar Rapids. We are starting to see this area get a little bit more tight right there. You've got winds rotating back in this direction on the green side. Let me draw that a little bit better. Winds in the green side rotating in this general area and then back that side on the other direction. So right where the green is closest to the red, that's exactly where we're seeing a little bit of rotation right now on the Doppler radar. As we go ahead and take a look at our correlation coefficient, there's no signs of any rotation at this point, so there's not really a significant threat at this point. We're not really, I don't think this is a confirmed tornado at this point. If you're just joining us now, we're currently watching an active tornado warning right near Cedar Point in Iowa, which is in northwestern Iowa, and the rotation is definitely getting a lot more stronger. You can see right in there, that's exactly where we're seeing the rotation at this point. You've got winds rotating on this side in this direction and then back in that direction on that side. So right where the green is closest to the red, that's exactly where we're seeing a little bit of rotation. Here is the latest details. This warning does expire in 14 minutes. It does expire exactly at 9 o'clock, and this is for East Central Benton and northwestern Linn counties. The latest details on the system says at 8:42 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Central Point, or 14 miles north of Cedar Rapids, moving east at 30 miles an hour. And look at this, weather spotters reported seeing a funnel cloud, which is a rotating supercell. It's not a tornado yet until it's rotating on the ground. So definitely know that flying debris will definitely be dangerous to those who are caught without shelter. Mobile homes could be damaged or even destroyed, and damage to roof sidings and also vehicles, windows will occur, and tree damage is definitely likely. And this system will definitely be near Alburnett and Troy Mills over around 8:50 p.m. Central Time. So if you are in this warning, definitely get to the lowest level of a sturdy building. Put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. Try and get into either a central bathroom or a closet or something, it's like one of those hanger closets that you might have, close to your living room. Try and get into one of those. I would definitely recommend getting on your knees, protecting your head. Maybe get some shoes on, and God forbid there's any broken glass. And also try and either get a pillow or a helmet or just something to cover your head from any type of falling debris. Those are all the things that I recommend people doing whenever they are in a tornado warning, especially like this one when we have rotation that strong. I'm trying to see if we can get a good reading on the CC. Let's try and go ahead and see on radar Omega if we can see anything. So as you can see, there's no signs of any debris at this point. However, that could change. Not really any type of hook forming at this point, which is definitely a good sign. I'm just paying very, very close to the rotation because this has definitely progressed and gotten worse. You can see it started right here. It definitely strengthened right there. And now it's starting maybe to taper off a little bit. This one just to the south of Cedar Point, and it's heading just now to the northwest of Alburnett. This could be heading right for Central City. So Central City, even though you're not in the warning at this point, definitely watch the system very, very closely, because as we head throughout the next maybe 15 to 20 minutes, this could be heading right over your location. So even though you're not in the warning, definitely be on the lookout for a potential rotating supercell. We did just get a brand new radar scan on the radar, and you can see the rotation starting to spread out a little bit more by the pixels. We're still seeing some pretty the rotation really isn't that tight, but there still is a little area rotation. So definitely still be taking shelter if you are in this warning. Once again, for those of you who didn't hear me that I said earlier in the live stream, if you are following the United States Weather Team, I have now taken the role as the severe and tropical weather analyst. So I will be doing a lot of live streams when it comes to tropical storms and hurricanes, and then also severe weather outbreaks. And be sure that you visit my website. I've listed all my links down in the description for my website and also for my Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook page. Everything is down there in the description, so please feel free to follow me on social media. I post things daily on there, and also be sure to visit my website. And also, last but not least, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are brand new to the channel. Ooh, look at this. Potential new area of rotation. Winds gusting over 60 miles an hour, possibly with this particular supercell. It's very, very dangerous. Once again, the rotation is right in there. And as you can see, there's no signs of any hook echo at this point. There's potentially another area rotation right in there. Once again, these are just now to the west and east of Cedar Point. So if you are in this location, get to the lowest level of a sturdy building, put as many walls between you and on the outside as possible. Try and get into either an interior bathroom or a hall closet. Maybe even get, if you have a closet under your stairs, that would be a good place to go to. Just try and get as far away from the outside as you can. Just try and put as many walls or surfaces between you and the outdoor world as possible to try and protect yourself from anything that might be flying. For example, like debris. Definitely do not be in a window with a room with any windows at all. Glass could be broken and heading right for you at very, very high speeds, which could be even detrimental. So that is a very, very dangerous situation. So definitely do not be in a room with any windows. You need to get to the lowest level. Usually a basement is definitely good. Just try and get as far away from the outside as you can. Okay, that's my best advice. In case you're wondering, I will be ending the live stream as soon as this tornado warning expires. The severe threat has definitely gone down. Excuse me. Within the last hour, it was very, very active. 2 to 3 hours ago, I was getting several alerts on my phone as far as tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings go. We're still seeing some severe action at this point. However, it has definitely died down, which is obviously what we want to see, but we're still dealing with somewhat of a severe threat right now. So I'll be ending the stream as soon as you all are up to date on the severe threat. Here's another look at Radar Omega. There's the area of rotation right in there. You've got winds rotating on this side in this direction. Ooh, that's a terrible drawing. As I was saying, winds rotating on this side in this direction, and back on this side in that direction. So right where that green is closest to the red, that's exactly where we're seeing a little bit of rotation showing up on the radar as we speak. Once again, if you were in this warning, definitely get to the lowest level of a sturdy building. Put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. I mean, you can almost tell there's a tornado because, I mean, when you're looking at this radar, I mean, that area right there just stands out to you, I mean, even when you don't have the warnings up, like, let me take that off. Look at this. Hang on a second. Right here. There is... Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. That area of rotation is definitely stronger than that one. Ooh. So we now have two brand new areas of rotation. You've got one right there, and then you've also got a pretty decent one right there. That one definitely caught me off surprise. Look at the winds in this one, ladies and gentlemen. 91 miles per hour. Holy moly. Wow. That is some very, very, very strong winds. And you can see there's clearly rotation because we've got negative 35 and positive 91. So that is definitely 2 wind currents rotating in different directions. Might actually be seeing a little bit of debris showing up. Hang on a second. Is that my Apple Watch going off? I don't know what that was. It's going to be somewhere, oopsies, right in there. As you can see, there's no signs of any rotation right there, no signs of a hook, and no signs of hail, so not extremely dangerous, but still, it's, honestly, that caught me off surprise, I'm not going to lie. You can see this area of rotation back out more towards the west. That one definitely strengthened really fast. Thankfully, though, it has died down. Area of rotation right there, and then also right there. Any questions, viewers? Feel free to comment those down in the live chat. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Appreciate the 1 viewer that we have. Thanks for sticking with me. Once again, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell on, so that way you get notified immediately when I either go live or I upload a video, and also be sure to click that like button if you are enjoying the content that I post. Just hit 230 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so a major thank you to everybody who has made that possible. My original goal was 100 by June 21st, and now, you know, almost a month past that, I'm now 130 past that goal, so absolutely beyond my wildest dreams to have this many subscribers at this point in my career. So once again, a huge shout out to everybody who has made that possible. Thank you so much for supporting my career in the science of weather forecasting. Brand new radar scan. Look at that blue right there. Look at that right there. Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 112 miles per hour. That is Category 2 hurricane strength. Holy moly. That is impressive. This storm is extremely strong. Wow. Holy moly. Once again, at this point, no signs of any debris, which is definitely a good thing. Let's actually go ahead and see if we're getting any reports of anything. So we did just get a brand new continuation of this tornado warning. Whoa. Look at this tornado warning. Extremely strong rotation right there, ladies and gentlemen. You've got winds rotating on this side at 68 miles an hour, positive, and negative 79, almost actually negative 86 on this side. So extremely strong rotation. Whoopsies. Might even be a hook associated with this. Yup. You can kind of see right there, there's a hook. Whoa. There's a hook. Come on, pen. There's a hook right in there. And that's exactly where we're seeing the rotation. Wow. Look at that rotation. Take a look at this on my phone. Let's see if this is confirmed yet. Still radar indicated at this point. Yeah, extremely strong rotation. Radar Omega is not showing the rotation is very, very strong, but you can definitely see that on radar scope. Wow, look at that rotation right there. That is impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very impressive. Once again, positive 64 touching negative 87. So 2 different wind currents rotating in opposite directions. Rotating supercell at this point. Extremely, extremely dangerous situation. If you are in this warning, get to the lowest level of a sturdy building. Put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. Honestly shocked I'm not seeing a debris ball right now on the correlation coefficient. That is honestly pretty shocking to me, I'm not going to lie. Wow, that rotation is... I just can't get my eyes off it. I mean, that is just so strong. Once again, positive 64 touching negative 82. Just saw your comment from Risk Taker with no trace. Do you see anything bad for Madison, Wisconsin? We're supposed to get hit next, I think. Let me see. Madison, Wisconsin. So, you are right here. Madison is right here. This whole entire cell is going to be moving really in this general direction. So you could be in this for a while, but the thing is that the reason why this cell was so strong is because it was fueled by daytime heating. And now that the sun has gone down below the horizon, we're starting to see a lot of that storm strength disappear, and also the CAVE disappear. In case you're wondering, CAVE stands for convective available potential energy. So yes, you probably will be getting all of these storm cells right here, but as soon as they get to your area, they'll probably be a lot less stronger. So yes, you could see a couple of thunderstorms tonight, but they're not going to be anywhere as severe as they have been. So it'll probably be over the overnight hours, but once again, they shouldn't be as severe as they have been. So I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Once again, here's another look at that rotation. Extremely, extremely tight at this point. Thankfully, no signs of any debris at this point. However, that could change. I'm not really seeing any type of debris showing up right now. No problem. Do you have any other questions for me? Telling you, this cell just does not want to stop with the tornadic action. Telling you. Just does not want to stop. Tomorrow I will be posting a brand new video on my channel, a green screen video with the latest severe and tropical weather outlook for the rest of the week. Anybody else want a forecast for their location? No, you answered it for me. That's great. That's my job. I'm glad I answered your question. Anybody else have any other questions? I'd be more than happy to answer them. It's my job as a YouTuber meteorologist to answer your questions, just like that person that asked me. Be more than happy to answer anything you might have. It's my job to make sure that y'all know what's going on with the weather. It's what I'm here for. No. No. I swear, if these people don't stop trying to FaceTime me, I swear. Leave me alone. No.
Can you tell all your friends too?
Wow, look how strong that is. No, not screenshot. Oh shoot, my bad. There's that area rotation right there. Alright, I'm going to be ending the stream in a little bit. I've been at work all day, so I'm kind of tired. I just wanted to make sure that y'all are updated on the most up-to-date information on the system. It's now 10:05. I'm going to be ending the stream at 10:10. So once again, if you have any questions that you might want answered, feel free to leave those down in the live chat. I'll be more than happy to answer anything you might want. Alright, I'm going to give y'all another 3 minutes to ask any last questions you might have. Oops. Hey, I'm live streaming. I'll call you in 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm not really seeing any type of questions, so I think I might just end it here. Thank you all so much for watching and trusting me to bring you up to date on the latest coverage on this system. Once again, please be sure you are subscribed to my channel. You hit that notification button, you hit that notification bell, and you also click that like button if you are enjoying the content. I will be posting a brand new video tomorrow with the latest severe and tropical weather outlook for the rest of the week. That will be posted on my YouTube channel and also on my website at www.liamsweather.org. So that about sums it up for the night. Thank you all so much for watching and have a great rest of your night.